Okay, so this is my tutorial for Machine Passage, beginner tutorial with Sword Star. Same thing basically as Sky Sands, where you're going to be spinning against the walls at the 45-ish degree angle. I always kind of like talk about like what angles, like where I'm doing it and stuff. And also, I'm doing this on emulator, so I will be able to use save states and stuff to show off. And that's why I got the input display. It's an Xbox controller, but the buttons are all in the same position as a GameCube controller, so it's identical. So let me start from the beginning again. Sorry, I don't know if my save state was weird there. But yeah, starting off charging, and then as soon as it starts, you turn to the right and then do 2 spins along there, and then 1 more along here. You want to try and land like on that second one, and then so I don't know if you've seen, I think Pearstrike has a video about spin dashing in Kirby and it explains hard walls versus soft walls, but like I should have explained it in Sky Sands, but like, oh, okay, that's a one-way wall. Basically, on the soft wall here, like you don't bounce off it in the same way, but then on the hard walls, you do bounce off. So you only get the speed when you're spinning on hard walls, and on soft walls, you just kind of, nothing happens when you're spinning against it. This course doesn't have a lot of soft walls, but there's some at the end I can explain. But anyway, I'll go back there again. So, what I was saying about that was, you want to start the spin on like the first half of that slope down, because the first half is a hard wall. And just kind of spinning through here. The angle manages to keep pretty well. When you're going up this, it might turn you slightly, like, oh, that's weird. I was trying to stop, but like I caught air and it bounced me in a weird way. Let me get over there again, instead of save state closer. Actually, sorry. I'm gonna show off what happens like if you fall off, what to do instead. So let's say like you land down here or something like that. You probably want to get on. Turn around, it's not easy. Okay. Probably want to get on this rail here, and just hold right. You actually don't want to hold A immediately off of this, because you'll like, if you're going fast enough, you'll like bonk weirdly. Maybe it'll show it. So if I just like try and, sorry, one more try here. So if I press A, like as soon as I get off, I'll notice how I like bonk weirdly like that. The same thing is here. If you go off and then tap A immediately to try and turn around, you'll bonk usually, and then you'll end up like way out here because you can't turn until it registers. It didn't happen there. Maybe I was going slow or something, but so you want to like. Again, this is all like you mess up, but like you just want to go off and turn in the air and then land like that and start spinning again. Moving on. Spinning along here. What I was saying here actually is, as you're going up this, it'll slowly turn you towards the left as you're on your way up. So you might have to like hold right as I'm doing here, and just like tap A once or twice on the way up. On the way down, hold left, or hold right rather, and then spin along the center wall. You can double boost on those boosters. It doesn't make a huge difference, but it helps a little. You get on this rail. Let me get over there again, and then set a closer save state. I keep forgetting to do that. I never remember until I like mess up and want to reload. Okay, I'll just start it from like inside the cannon. If you catch air though, you should just drop to the ground. It doesn't matter too much. So you want to get on this rail here, and then you want to start your spin before you get to this wall, because that plasma dude right there, actually let me show you why. So if you wait until you get to this wall to start spinning, then you're going to spin, and you can't start the next spin, because like the first one's wearing off like here-ish, and you'll always hit this plasma guy and he'll hurt you. So if you start the first spin like before you get to the wall, then you can start the second one like just in time to kill him. It's kind of a minor thing, but if you don't do that, the plasma guy will hit you like nearly every time. What these ramps are doing is on a cycle. based on where you are on the course. You want to try and get on the raised one, because these walls here are all soft walls. You can't spin on them anyway. And if it's raised, you can make it like halfway around the turn without having to stop. But yeah, so like if you notice, my speed doesn't go up if I do this. Like it doesn't do anything because they're soft walls. So that's why we just fly here instead, and then it allows us to like turn and land here. Same thing. This is a soft wall. This like first half here is hard wall, so you can spin on that. Something you need to watch out for, and it happened more on later laps, is these plasma guys. If you suck them up, you can't spin anymore because pressing left right charges like the plasma instead. So I'll jump back to the cannon and move out my save state, and then show it off one more time. Yeah, those hockey pucks are also on a cycle. Don't worry about them too much though. It don't really matter with Swerve. Actually, that time I was able to make it all the way around. Okay, and then just spinning always along this right wall. If you get comfortable with it, you can look ahead if you want with your right thumb with the C stick. Good laps are like 45s to 43s or so. 43s are very good laps. 45s are pretty good. So you want to aim for that eventually with enough practice. 46, 47s I sure alright. I kind of misread what this ramps are doing, so I got on the lower one. So it lost a little bit of time because I had to turn around, but also these paddles are on a cycle just like everything else. But they don't really matter, you just kind of go around them. So I don't think there's anything else really to worry about. So I'll just show off the rest here. Oh yeah, I think I mentioned before, but if you catch air on one of those lumps, just be ready for it and like tap A for a moment. Like predictively, don't even like wait until you see that you caught air. Just tap A ahead of time. You can spin when you go off that if you want, just kill that Dale. There's a lot of plasmas at the end of lap 3, so you gotta really worry about pressing A if you're not spinning. So like right there, I actually spin before, because if you press A, you just try and turn, and you'll suck up one of them. You don't really spin along the last wall. Anyway, so that's it. That's my beginner tutorial for machine passage with Swerve. Thanks for watching.